State Senator, District 4. We're here because this is our annual Youth and Justice Forum. We're in our 16th year. My biggest takeaway is how the children feel empowered and ready to critically think about their rights in the school environment and also in the street environment. The strategies that I will leave with today are community organizing is first and foremost, and if you want to change environments. Second, that we need to make sure that youth know their rights, not only just legally, but also what is the balance between police enforcement and then when an attorney is involved with what is happening in their life. The message is that you are valued as youth in our community. We want to do as much as we can to serve you, to teach you about the right and wrong way to interact. What are your rights within schools, the importance of protected speech, and the importance of what it means when you have to encounter a search, which we hope you never will have to encounter. We need more people of color to be in law enforcement. We also need more people of color to be a part of the legal field as attorneys, judges, law clerks. It's very important because they are a very valued part of community and they're enforcing the law or applying the law.
I'm Officer Donnell Thomas with the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department. I'm a 9-year veteran on the LVMPD with 19 total years in law enforcement. In ways that the Youth and Justice Forum has evolved over the years, I mean, just the resources that have been provided. I mean, Dean and Neil has done a fantastic job along with the Brothers of Phi Beta Sigma and Omega Psi Phi and the Black Police Association here in Las Vegas to provide more resources for these kids to actually learn from them. I think when we talk about knowing your rights and these kids at such a young age knowing their rights, the resources that have been provided for these children to not go without mentally is the biggest thing that has evolved over the years of this Youth and Justice Forum. The message I would hope to communicate, number one, is don't hold court in the street. And I know I say this, that's like my saying now to kids that that ask me about law enforcement, ask me what I should do in this situation and that. Don't hold court in the street. That's the number one rule in my opinion, because you must live to tell your story.
Caleb Green. I'm an attorney and I'm also the president of the Las Vegas chapter of the National Bar Association, which is the largest association of Black attorneys, judges, and legal professionals in the United States. So today we had the Youth and Justice Workshop Forum. It's something we've done annually. I've been a part of this for the last 7 to 8 years, starting as a law student, now as an attorney. But we bring together law enforcement, attorneys, community members, and youth. And we train the youth on how to deal with and interact with police. Everything from just decorum to professionalism to understanding what their rights are. In addition to the lawyers take a lead role in providing information session and presentation on what the constitutional rights of each of the students are, how do you preserve them, how do you in some cases activate or enact them. And then we follow that up with breakout sessions where we work hand in hand with law enforcement and other members of the community. And we walk the students through several scenarios. What do you do when you get pulled over by the police in your vehicle? Do you have to identify yourself? To what extent do you have to do that? If a police officer just wants to ask you general questions, right? Do you have to have that exchange? And how do you professionally deal with those interactions? Ultimately, the goal is that we want to arm students with information and the know-how of how to deal and operate with law enforcement. We don't want their first interaction with law enforcement to be in the real world where they haven't been exposed to this kind of training and information. We want it to be here where they have an opportunity to learn about law enforcement, learn that law enforcement's human, they make mistakes and sometimes they make presumptions, but also how to deal with that and how to manage those in those very tough and oftentimes intimidating situations.
Damon Hodge. I'm on the board of the Uplift Foundation of Nevada, as well as a member of the Kappa Psi chapter of Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated. Today is the 16th annual Youth and Justice Forum. It's a phenomenal event that really focuses on creating constructive connections between cops, kids, and the community. We teach kids their rights and responsibilities when interacting with law enforcement, and in turn, law enforcement gets unique perspectives from the kids on how they view criminal justice. So the idea is to create trust and build collaborations between communities of color and the police. Yes, the conversations and interactions here can actually spark change in the community. How so? Because many of these kids have never seen an African-American lawyer or an African-American member of law enforcement. They're allowed to ask them questions in a safe environment and to challenge assumptions and knowledge and get information back that'll allow them to educate their peers and their family members on how to better navigate law enforcement contact. To learn more about the Youth and Justice Forum, you can log on to www.youthandjusticeforumlv.org or give us a call at the Uplift Foundation at 702-389-3188. We'd be happy to connect you with some of the law students, lawyers, and law enforcement who are here today, and they can help you with your situation.